What's going on, YouTube? I just want to get on here and just say a few things as I was talking to talking to my pastor, and we were praying, and he had shared something with me, and I went back and read it myself, and I was just thinking, and God's doing the work, man. This revival's already reviving. This revival's already refining. This revival's already just doing some stirring up some things, and that's what this thing is supposed to do. It's for all of us. It's for the pastors. It's for the preachers. It's for the speakers, the worshipers. It's for everybody. That's the revival. Like we said, we always say the revival starts within. And I don't want to get off topic. I wanted to get on here to apologize. I felt convicted today. I want to be humble. I want to make sure that I can continuously stay humble and stay transparent to each and every person. Everybody knows my stance on Halloween, and I know there's a lot of people out there that press it hard, push it hard. I know I've been on there and I've said my views on it, and you know what? I've said my views. Most people know my views, and unless it gets brought up, I'm done talking about it. I'm gonna. Most people know my view, and I'm gonna let my fruit show itself. I know there's a lot of people that talk about let the fruit be the example. Let the fruit speak for itself. Well, I'm gonna let the fruit speak for itself, and I'm gonna allow people to engage. I've already shared my stance with it. I don't need to continue to bash it. I don't need to continue to. And the crazy thing is, I see some people out here doing some crazy bashing, some crazy wilding out, and it's just. It probably was not too many short years ago that they were participating in Halloween. I know that it's only been probably 5 years that I ain't been participating in Halloween, maybe even 4. And I know that there comes a spiritual blessing with surrendering more of your life. I know that there comes anointings and giftings that come from the more you shed, the more closer you get to Christ. And I know a lot of people just ain't there. And hey, you know what? A lot of people ain't even nowhere near there. And I just want to make sure that I'm all things to all men. And I want to make sure that I love people where they're at. I want to make sure that I'm not just point in the face. Because listen, I don't agree with those preachers that are out on the street talking about you're going to hell, all that stuff. That's not my. If that's their conviction on how they want to preach and evangelize, who am I to sit there and tell them no and spit in their face? I know that when I was walking to a Christian concert, how about this? I was walking to a Christian concert that had Christian rap music, and there was people there with their Bibles talking about I'm going to hell if I listen to that music. I just want to be that guy that loves people. I want to be that guy that sees things through the holy eyes of Christ. I want to see the guy that's transparent. I want to see the guy that can relate, and I want to see the guy that can be so relatable that he can talk and you can feel comfortable around and you can feel the love of God near me. That's what I want to be, man. And I apologize if I ain't been anything but I got my views, and I can share my views, and I will share my views, and I've shared my views already. Everybody already knows Tony Perry don't celebrate Halloween. And then some people will go get weird and they'll talk about Christmas. It ain't Jesus's birthday, and you shouldn't listen. I'm American. I put a tree up. I believe in Jesus Christ. I don't know when his birthday is, but I'm just going to celebrate it because that's just what the American did, and that's just how I'm going to do, bro. I love Jesus. I don't worship no tree. I don't buy a bunch of gifts and go into debt with my family. Hey, listen, I love Christmas. It's a time where people are more loving. Some people to me, it's a time where more people are off guard and their guards down and more vulnerable, and it's easier to minister to people. It's easier because they're broken and they're hurt. It's a vulnerable season. It's the end of the year. I don't know what it is, but I love the Christmas time, so ain't nobody gonna knock me out of that. And I don't celebrate the ho ho bo bo. I don't do all that. I do honor God. I make sure that I honor God and Jesus Christ and my family and my thing, but I'm not gonna bash everybody else for what they do, man. That's their walk, that's their journey, and I had to go through mine. I wasn't perfect just 4 or 5 years ago when I was talking about Santa Claus in my home, until God convicted me. And I think we just gotta we gotta get careful because that the religious spirit can come upon people, man. And I know that sometimes I hope that I don't feel that if you know me personally, if you know me personally, I know many people in my congregation. I know many friends of mine. They talk about Halloween and they talk about they're going out tonight. Hey, that's whatever, bro. You know, and some of them had some good arguments, just like I had some good arguments when I was arguing about why I still think I needed to celebrate Halloween. But I just want to make sure that I apologize to everybody, that I love everybody, and that I want to grow in the season. I want to be humble in the season. I want to continue to minister and to be relatable, but also to not compromise as well. And I'm learning and I'm growing, and we're all learning and growing and getting refined in this season. So I love everybody. I apologize, bro. And for those that are going ahead and going hard for Halloween, make sure you go hard the day after Halloween too, and make sure you continue to not just do it on the days that you want to go ahead and point everybody else's stuff out because you feel like you're doing something good that day. Make sure you're doing it all year long too, as well. Don't just say, hey, look at me on this day. I'm doing something for God this day. Make sure you're doing it every day. Make sure you examine yourself and study yourself to be approved each and every day in Jesus' name. Because there's probably a lot of people that are letting go of things that you ain't letting go of. Maybe there's some areas that other people are stronger than you're not stronger in, that you struggle with. So in Jesus' name, let's stop pointing the fingers because we got 3 pointing back at us, and let's just love one another. Let's encourage one another. Let's build one another. Let's share each other's testimonies, and let the fruit show itself. Let the fruit speak for itself in Jesus' name.